Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Susie and I am a fairly new baker sharing my journey with you guys, and if I can figure it out, so can you. Today I'm making the most delicious, soft and fluffy whole wheat dinner rolls that are honestly so easy to make and they don't taste like whole wheat bread. So if you like to watch and learn how you can make some for yourself or your friends or your family, please keep on watching. We're going to start by combining the dry ingredients and mixing well with a whisk. As usual, all of the ingredients will be in the description box and I'll have it broken into the different dry ingredients and wet ingredients so it's easy to follow. I already have my milk measured in and put in a measuring cup, so I'm going to add honey and just use a fork to mix that all together so it helps the honey dissolve. As usual, I will be using my stand mixer to knead the dough, but you can definitely knead this dough by hand or you can use a food processor. After starting the mixer, I'm going to slowly add the wet ingredients. If you're kneading the dough by hand, just go ahead and combine all of your ingredients before you start kneading. My tip today is a no-brainer. Make sure you always read the complete recipe before you start baking. I didn't do that this time, and the extra butter we're supposed to use to brush over the dinner rolls after they leave the oven, I actually added it to my dough because I didn't read the full recipe, and that's why my dough is very sticky. So I have it separated in the recipe in the description box, but it's just a good habit to fully read the recipe before you start baking so you don't make mistakes like this. After kneading with my stand mixer, I still like to knead by hand, so I'm just going to go ahead and flour my countertop and transfer my dough onto the floured countertop. So your dough should be somewhat stretchy, so you can do a stretch test to see if you've kneaded your dough adequately. If you stretch your dough and it easily breaks, that means you need to keep on kneading. And after kneading, form the dough into a ball and place it in a greased bowl and cover with plastic wrap and let it proof for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours until it's doubled in size. Prep the baking pan by covering with aluminum foil and spraying with vegetable oil spray. After the dough is done proofing, flour your countertop, deflate the dough and transfer the dough onto the floured countertop. So here we're going to roll the dough into a cylinder. I kind of wish I made mine a little bit longer, but go ahead and roll the dough into a cylinder. And the recipe said to cut it up into 15 equal pieces, but as you're going to see, I wasn't able to do that successfully. I usually do that with my scale, but just to try something different and just to give you guys more options, I thought I'd try to cut it by hand, but that wasn't successful, which is why I wish I'd roll the dough into a longer cylinder. So if you have a scale, use that to divide up your dough. Otherwise, just roll it up to a longer cylinder, and I'll also recommend that you cut it into an even number. After cutting up the pieces, go ahead and form each piece into a ball. So you want to have a nice taut ball, and you're just going to pull the sides and use your fingers to push inwards just to create some tension. And then after that, we're going to roll on the countertop just to smooth the bottom, and we're going to repeat with the remaining pieces. After that, cover the rolls with greased plastic wrap and let it sit for about 1 hour to 1.5 hours until doubled in size. 10 minutes before baking, preheat your oven to 350 degrees F. Before baking, we're going to brush on an egg wash on the dough, and the egg wash is just a whole egg, tablespoon of water, and a pinch of salt. And after that, we're going to uncover our dough and carefully brush the egg wash all over our dough before popping those babies in the oven. We're going to bake the rolls in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes or until golden brown, and we're also going to rotate them halfway through baking. the buns are in the oven, go ahead and mix melted butter and honey and just set aside. Alright, our buns are fresh out of the oven. Let them sit in the pan for 15 minutes before taking them out and placing it on a cooling rack. After that, we're going to brush on our honey and butter mixture. This looks so freaking delicious and it tasted even better. Alright, and that's all I got. I hope you guys see how easy it is to make this dinner rolls, and I hope you guys really try it out. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.